Hello everyone, Phantomy here. How are you doing today? We're playing more of Wizard 3. This game is suffering. This game is great. This game gives me anxiety. And also, apparently, I'm so deep into it that I've been just dreaming about it, which is the worst thing ever. But hey, it's fun. And it's going to be a great game to play moving onwards. I still can't believe it's early access. This feels like a completed game. I'm really curious what they are gonna do for early access for this one, because genuinely this feels done. I mean I don't. It is obviously kind of the same thing as the other games when it comes to the gameplay loop, with the addition of the builds being a lot more, allowing a lot more creativity from your end. But still, yeah, it's pretty interesting. The craft equipment has a holy tag. It heals you 4 HP when you call it. Has to. Ooh, that one has some interesting things we can do with it. Now, these are going to be annoying enemies, but I think the blades should be able to deal with them. We just have to be conservative. Yeah, the build I'm rootin' tootin' going for right now. I don't know why I said rootin' tootin'. I've been in a cowboy mood. There's that cowboy VTuber I've been watching, and they have caught my attention. So I'm like, yes, we rootin' and we're tootin'. Yeah. Not great for me anyways. Big fan of them though. Really cool people to watch. Alright, what are we rolling here? Obviously we're not gonna rolling anything because the holy staff though. You know what? I'm gonna make an executive decision. That was way more expensive. We're gonna do that and we're gonna grab Swords of Light straight up. Alright. Yeah, usually I do a bit more first. I grab the multiple minions thing, but I don't know. Okay. We have to put a bit more effort into it. We're gonna grab ourselves Heavenly Blast here. Yep. Heavenly Blast is actually decent the moment you get a couple of upgrades for it. Before that, maybe not the best in the world, but after it, ooh. And adding Suspend Mortality here on your blade is something you should maybe grab, allowing them to reincarnate after their duration runs out or they get killed. That's a good way to keep your blades around, dealing damage and keeping aggro off you. Yeah, the entire build actually kind of surrounds these 3 spells, and later on we grab some debuffs for the enemy. Grab. Sorry, I don't know why it comes out that way, but now I'm fascinated with it. Grab. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we should grab the Moonstone early, get the Lamassu out. Lamassu? I still don't know how that's said. And we're gonna use those eventually. Enchantment Staff is also a pretty nice one, but I think the Conjuration makes a big difference. Shepherd will give us an additional summon though. And more duration. Tempting. Both of them are very tempting. I do think this has a little bit more ground to stand on. Not a lot more, but a little bit more. We do want more time on these bad boys, and more damage and health are very welcome at the moment. Holy crap, dude, chill. Also, take into account the big demon guy is a demon, so he has a innate weakness to holy, which means our blades have shredded him really easily. That's kind of cool about the blades and holy damage in general. While building around it can be a pain, it really can. When it starts rolling and you start dealing with late game demons, you're gonna see it really pop off. Oh, another planar keystone. That's hot. Damn! Honestly, if I wasn't terrified of Hate golems, I would go for this. But I am, so we're gonna go with this. Sentient shields are also a little bit scary. Oh, it's just bombers. That's fascinating. But not as bad as that thing. No, that thing scares the living daylights out. We could go for Banner of the Horde straight on, but I don't think that's that important. Iron Legion is a great addition because it gives us shields and quick step and more summons. Obviously, Conjuration is the best one for the stat boosts. How many stat boosts do our minions really? That's that depends how you look at it. I think Iron Legion is just better though, and we can afford it. I'm gonna keep that Magic Rune already as well for later. Okay, let's keep Fenrir off us though. Cool thing about the blades is that it can actually surround an enemy and then things really start going off. That way you just pick an enemy with shields, like the sentient shields, and you let the blades loose. It would be cool if we could actually do our own armor summoning. Can we do our own armor summoning? I never actually looked into that. Wait, it's gonna be an arcane conjuration set, right? Sorry, not this one. Okay. Arcane conjuration. Leghead, hungry, fake horde. Yeah, there's no way to summon our own armor. Dude, I just realized that would be a very cool spell that you can maybe set up and make your own live-in armors. Since you already have the blades, there is the arcane blacksmith that can do it. Oh, that sounds so cool. Alright, what do we want from here? Well, this is maxed out. We kind of could use mass immortality here later on and have that as one of our tools. Yep. Oh, we can get more spawns here. And that's not that difficult of a fight. Magic, word, lightning. Lightning is fine. We can work with it. Nature is, I think, the worst thing we can pick. False prophets are annoying because they are fully resistant to holy. So I think we're gonna go through the path of least resistance here. We go for this, and we get that metallic tome for later. Yeah, we can use the the items we find as crafting materials, just for the, just the any crafting materials. Otherwise, this shouldn't be too difficult. Use a combination of spells. We have our boys chopping through them with relative being the order of ease. Yeah, the numbers game is on our side, really. Once we get the immortality thing, it's gonna be even better. We really just need to amp up the swords as much as possible. Giving them more shields is actually a pretty big thing, by the way. Alright, there we go. More swords for the future. Ooh, a holy icon is nice to have. The sanctified locket is even better. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Chaos Quill is scary. The Mother of Spider is just annoying. I don't think she's particularly difficult to deal with. We're gonna get mass immortality for now, and we're gonna roll off that as we move on. I think the regeneration amulet makes a lot of sense for us. Same kind of goes for Amber Cube. Amber Cube has, again, some approaches, but I don't know. When allies deal damage, we deal half the damage as fire damage. That's an interesting thing. It grants allies fire damage when they are summoned. You can get a number of these auras each level equal to. You know what? I was kinda into it for a second there, but then it kinda really lost me. Sacrificial could be fine as well. Just keep in mind it's not gonna be wildly great. Oh, it's nature spells, so it doesn't affect our guys anyways. I think Flaming Claw might not be the worst idea in the world. It is certainly a spicy idea, but given what we have to fend off, having more damage might not be the worst thing in the world. Alright, the summons themselves over here aren't too terrible, like the enemies we have to deal with. The Quill is arguably the worst, so keeping ourselves away from it is great. And we're gonna try and pop open some of the enemy spawners as well. I'm not gonna use anything just yet. I will pop one of these just to give our guys their reincarnation. Yeah, so sorry, I didn't even look at the spell here to explain. Suspend mortality targets a unit and gives them the ability to reincarnate upon death, which means they'll respawn with full health and shield. I don't know if spawn effects still trigger. That would be an interesting thing to test, but regardless, that's what that does. You can see it maybe on these guys. Yeah, reincarnates when killed one time. Because we picked mass immortality, allies with the same name as the target are also affected. So we can just cast it on one blade and all of the blades on the map are gonna get it. That theoretically gives us a good reason to just spam the spell early, get as many blades as possible out, and then cast Suspend Mortality a couple of times. And let them loose, obviously. Unleash the freak. Yeah, that spider there is not having a good time, let me tell you. That spider there is taking a beating. This also triggers off them running out of duration, so it's not just them getting killed by enemies, but if their duration runs out, bam! We get ourselves some new blades out there. Okay, pretty nice, pretty nice. We're not gonna rush anything just yet. Dissolution is not what we need. Archfiend's Bone does have some things we can roll with. because it gives us a couple of interesting components. Thunder Keystone might be better because we're summoning. We do need to amp their damage a little bit. The problem with that... Okay, first let me check, because I'm not sure if 9 the Cat is immune to Holy. No, it isn't. And there's a Lich, which certainly is not immune to Holy. Alright, I'm gonna spam a bunch on this side, spam a bunch on that side. Make them immortal. The piles of worms and bones are annoying as well, because A, they regenerate, B, they actually have a very cumbersome amount of damage that they can deal. So obviously I want them out as soon as possible. We're gonna still play a more passive way for the time being. We do have Heavenly Blast for a reason. We did pick that as a way to mostly defend ourselves, but also to deal with wide targets that will be put off by big AoE damage. Oh crap, you're alive still. It outlasted our minions. I mean, not surprised, that's kind of what 9 the Cat does. It literally respawns 9 times, has 9 health and 9 shields, so... yeah, it's gonna take a moment to put it down, but we still made it. Lovely. Alright, there's another kind of improvement I would like to add. Ooh. Cancel all debuffs from a target and earns them stacking regeneration effect that heals one. The buff persists across reincarnation. Against the unit attacks along with undead and ooh, the dark resist is tempting. Now, what did I want to pick? I actually wanted to get another. There's 2 holy spells that are gonna be kind of the point, the way the spell keeps us alive. Purity. Lose all debuffs, you cannot get new debuffs. This one has some very sick upgrades. Specifically Crusader and Sin Eater. I think Sin Eater is a very good investment. So we would get Sin Eater and then maybe Aura of Purity. I kind of like Crusader as well. Aura of Purity will also function on all of our minions, giving them shields. So you can see there's a good point to it. Let me check Searing Seal for a second. When targeted fire damage, the seal gains damage charges. Deal to enemy's line of sight for every fire charges it has. Get 1 charge each time an enemy takes fire damage duration. Okay. Percentage damage runs the spell, the percentage equal to your fire mastery. Since spell damage to enemies that damage you. Searing spell summons fire spirits. Chaos. Interesting. Yeah. The Flock of Eagles is a way for us to spam more minions. I don't think it's that necessary. Iron Bark is actually pretty hot. The Spike Beasts and maybe the Fairy Arcanist can be a little bit on the scary side, but I don't think they should be that much of a problem. Okay, we can grab a Conjuration Staff here from the get-go, and then maybe Warlords is actually hot, yeah. And your spells are pretty good. Must channel Sincere Clarity when you cast a channeled spell. I will grab the Conjurer Staff, actually. Yeah, I know it's a big investment, but I think it's for the best. And Enchanters as well. Yeah, this one's a costly one. This one I'm gonna have a bit of a harder time, you know, convincing you about, but it's fine. We want Iron Bark for later. Man, this is a dense pile of enemies here. We should be fine. I will straight up suspend their mortality from the get-go because I will admit I'm a bit worried about the dragon dealing a lot of damage to them, and the spikes burning through shields like they're paper is not a fun trip for anyone involved. As long as they get the spawners, they did all I wanted them to, though. Don't take that into account. Also, this guy is not going to chase us too hard just yet. Okay, let's cast it one more time just in case. I don't want to risk it. There's no biscuit to be risked it. Alright, and the blade should have an easy time popping him. Alright. Whew. I did not like that, sir. Not even one bit. Okay, Helm of Hexes, unfortunately, doesn't do a lot for us. None of these really do. None of these. When you cast a blood metallic spell, target enemy inflict hemorrhage on them. Oh, that sounds mean. Why would I do that to someone? Maybe when they take physical damage. Oh, no, because we deal holy damage now. Yeah, okay, that doesn't help. That does not help. I was hoping. Ooh, a Dupe Shrine. A Dumpy Shrine. Honestly, the Conjuration Staff with the Dupe Shrine doesn't sound terrible. The Holy might also be pretty good for the range, but man. Oh, the Hate Golem is a little bit freaky. And we're right next to Stormcrest as well, so... Ooh, this is not great. Alright, we're gonna grab Seed Eater ASAP. Get a bunch of these bad boys out and suspend their mortality. Yeah, Big Goomba Golem is a problem. Big Goomba Golem is annoying. Big Goomba Golem is not someone I like dealing with. Generally speaking, he is a pain. Alright, let's suspend again. So how much do these guys have currently? 14, 14, and 18 duration. Not terrible, and we get another 50% there. That could... He's right next to me, isn't he? Okay. Yeah, that's why I don't like the Big Boomer. So the funny haha thing about the Hate Golem is that when an ally dies, they tend to teleport closer to their killer. I think it's us, guys. I think it's us. It could also be our swords. I don't know the specifics of the spell, but bro is bouncing. You can also destroy walls because of it, so that's not a happy-go-lucky time if I've ever had one. I wish I could add some form of range damage to our swords, or something to our holy stuff. I don't know. Either or would be really nice here. I don't think he's gonna make it. Why are we not killing him? Thank you guys. Yeah, my guys had to take a break there for some reason. Don't ask, cause I don't know. Or ask me why, cause I don't know. Okay, Venom Spitter Cask is hilariously not great for us. That Wound Rot though is speaking to me in tongues. That Wound Rot is speaking to me and telling me, hey, Phantomy, imagine if you didn't go holy now, how much damage could that really do? I'm like, you're right. When you're right, you're right. We don't have any holy stuff, so obviously a lot of things that we could put out are not available anymore. I should eat walls. Genuinely. Each time poison enemies lose one of their temporary buffs. That's pretty funny. Quicksilver armor to mercurize melee attackers is hilarious as well. Living in nature allies. No. Helm of Hexes has potential, just not at this very moment. So I think we're gonna play smart. We're gonna dupe maybe the Conjure Staff, honestly. Like, I like this as well. Holy Staff has the most potential because it gives us charges and radius and affects all of our holy spells. If it gave us range, that would have been better because it would have affected, you know, some other stuff, some debuffs we want to get later on. Conjuration is the best for the blades because it increases their damage, does not increase their numbers, but honestly we're doing pretty well on numbers as well. Flaming Claw is weird. I don't know if the effect stacks properly to say we just deal full 100 of the damage. So I think we're gonna go Conjure. Yeah, Conjuration might be the hot one here. Okay, 18, 18, 18. You love to see it. Right. That's sorcery, that's metal. This gives us access to blinding light. The problem is there's a fallen angel here, which are annoyingly resistant to holy. So yeah, that's an annoying little problem we're gonna have to run into today with these enemies. Also, the Idol of Insanity teleporting people around. That's another, let's just call it, annoying bit. Now, my hopes is that because these guys apply bleed, Purity is gonna really come in through and help us shield ourselves from the big, evil, annoying enemies. Yep. That's why Purity is kind of goated in this game right now. You put that on, and every time something tries to you know, cause you despair by debuffing you with poison, stuns, blind, or anything of the bunch. You just go Naha and turn that into shields. As you can see, we're sitting on a comfy 13 shield right now, with literally nothing to worry about. Let's get some more suspense on our boys here, just to be sure. And yeah, this should go fairly easy. We just wait for the guys to cut them down. 18 damage for a bunch of swords is not bad, considering most enemies can be surrounded by them. They could take about 100 something a turn, depending on how resistant they were. That could really burn through health. Enchanter's All is crazy good. What I am afraid of is the Crystal Golem, becomes vulnerable to a different magic type. Yeah, these guys can overwhelm. Now, we won't get spawners for them, which is nice, but that doesn't make them less likely to overwhelm the crap out of us. So I'm in a half a mind to be careful with that. Ryan Blight, Pulverizer, Acidifier, Sorcery Staff again. Channeler's Focus is also kind of hilarious, but meh. Plus to pay 1 health when it dies and put damage bonus to all spells if no it lasts. No. Crusader might be the better one, actually. Like, I'm thinking about, like, yeah, I think that would be the best. Here's another funny thing. Affected units gain the Holy and Dead tags along with 100% Holy and Dark resist. This opens us up to some curious things for later, specifically spells that affect undead. We can take a bit of a gander. I didn't even think about this, but yeah, there might be some interesting things to do. Debatable, that is, actually. Other heal for damage corresponding bolt, Wheel of Death, Death Shock. Bone Shamblers. None undead allies are killed and raised as Bone Shamblers. Yeah, no. If you hit the Dark Demons in the air, take holy damage to the dark. This is a fun one. If we get the Arcane Pip, so it can actually purge through enemies that are resistant. But not what I want. Not what I want at all, actually. Armageddon Blade grants target ally a melee version of your Annihilate spell. While units use their Annihilate enemy, they inflict the Doom debuff, which reduces our resistances. Knife turn the level, cast Armageddon Blade or allies in your line of sight. Affects a connected group of allies. This has some applications, yes. That is kinda tempting, not gonna lie. I was gonna go for Sanction as our way to deal with them. Sanction a target, take holy damage, and we get stripped bare to remove their defenses. So, you know, we fend off against an enemy that is resistant to holy, stripped bare, everyone gets clocked. Yeah, that would do a number on the freaking Crystal Golems. Another Idol of Insanity to make our life a little bit less fun is always welcome. I don't like the situation we are in. I don't know where I'm at, but I believe I'm still taking all damage. I've gained shields because Purity is sick nasty. I will need to grab a translocation spell and get my ass out of dodge, thank you. But what if I do it again? Mistakes have been made, haven't they? I have a hard time figuring where I am, which is not good. Our shields are insanely big, though. Okay, we're gonna suspend the mortality of our minions here as much as feasibly possible, and I'm gonna blast. Yeah, this guy eventually should be weak to something we can do, you know? Eventually. For now, we're gonna continue the current approach of spamming minions. Some form of healing wouldn't actually be too bad for us, you know what I'm saying? Physical poison, they are blood raged, which I do not like. Holy. Oh, I should have cast it actually. Shit. Demonetized. Okay, what are we weak now? Ice, ice, baby. That's not funny. fire. Would be cool if my allies could actually deal that damage, but they cannot. They managed to purge the big thing. Poison. Oh, they were weak to holy for a second there. There we go. Yeah, the resistances do kind of break our life here. I'm gonna grab quick cast. I was thinking about doing some stuff with mortality, but I think quick cast will be a lifesaver. Long and short of it, yeah, straight up lifesaver there. Okay, mithril ore, mithril ore, mithril ore. If crafted opponent has a damage attribute, it is plus 9 damage. Man, that is tempting. I don't think any of these are immune to holy, so it's not terrible. It depends kind of where we are. Holy? No holy. Okay. That is a queen there, though. Yeah, and trample is a rather nasty little ability for something to have. I don't think purity is gonna proc too much for us, but it's still worth popping regardless. Okay, I'm gonna get some more of our guys out here. Some more as in, I'm gonna make them sturdier. Oh, I don't like you being this close, buddy. You're way too close for comfort. Oh, we got shields. Let's go. Yeah, what would be nice to also add here? There's a couple of items that affect our minions and give them like damage and stuff. There's also an item that has a chance for stun to get inflicted when you deal holy damage. Considering how many ticks of holy damage we throw around on a constant basis at the moment, that might be huge. Okay, most spawners seem to be out. There's just these guys to go through. Archangel's Blade is also tempting. Problem with Archangel's Blade is that I realize now how it works. You need to cast the spell yourself. Yeah, that puts a damper. That puts a damper on the whole idea, let me tell you. Alright, so what are we looking for? We are looking for a way to make our minions carrier. How are we going to do that? There's a bit of a pickle, because I do want to use that piece that we just got. Ring of Magnetic Charisma is interesting. There's Curse Stole, Wild Healing, Blood Staff. Reminds when you cast a holy spell, if you have any shields, one shield and unleash beams of holy light. I would not want to lose shields, thank you very much. Earth Troll Armor is funny. Earth Troll Armor is really fun, actually. All spells when you get plus 6 damage is also kind of funny. I would much prefer if I could do something for my minions, but nope. That is not on our list. Purity Oculus is kind of fun as well, because we don't have any. We have one holy pip. That's it. We're gonna need at least 2 for the more interesting stuff. Man, Bow Dagger is also not great. Nature spells. Oh, Chastising Lash is the one I was talking about. Yeah, I think we would want this. Again, minion damage would be big because we could add the numbers. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we need some conjuration stuff right now. But yeah, Chastising Lash, that's gonna happen. Is this considered an enchantment item as well? No, it's just holy, so our Enchanter's Owl is not an option for us. Oh, Sanctified Locket covers both of those. Let's go. Alright, so now there's gonna be a little chance these things stun. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay, Conjuration, right? Ooh, an Evolution Shrine has some merit. The enemies are terrible though, but... Oh, we can't kill the Twilight Knights. Scheiße. Yeah, okay, no merit to be had. I was thinking about it. No, that's not gonna happen. We're gonna lose that. We're gonna go for this. Bit sad because we can't get the holy things, but truth be told, I'd rather be alive and winning than dead. Yeah. Yeah, our blades are gonna take a beating here. Should summon more of them. I didn't give him Reincarnate either because I'm a dummy. Should I just go right for it? Wait. Oh, I should totally go for this. Yeah, because our blades are now undead as well, so they are resistant to dark, which is the kind of main damage that's being thrown around here. If we pop Purity, we're also going to be resistant to dark, which really pops us off. I need this thing to die. Why is it still living? The slime drake, that is. That thing should be perished right now. Idol of Nightmares, apply Nightmare Touched. Yeah, you keep applying Nightmare Touch to us. That's gonna save you. I think there's a phylactery lost somewhere. No, it isn't. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I was looking around because it seemed like the lich wasn't going down, so I was kind of trying to find where the phylactery was. Luckily for us, it was not the case. We are safe. We're good. We're good, Chief. We are a-okay. Spirit Bind is really not something I want. Ooh. Is the Elf Lightning guy resistant? No. Now this is kinda scary. And there is Starclaw as well, but that Archfiend is really tempting. Let's see how the level looks like. The level looks pretty painful as well. These guys cast Chain Lightning, which I don't want to be on the receiving end of, actually. In hindsight, yeah, maybe not. What are my other options? The Moon Mage is something I can't kill. I think all of these are not resistant to Holy, or are actively weak to it. Yeah, but Furnace Hounds are annoying as frick to deal with, but, you know. Annoying is better than something just walking us in one freaking solid go. The Purity here, let's get some more minions. I think the blades might be a little weak to frost now I think about it. How annoying is that? How did you get here? That might be for the best. Let me suspend some mortalities real quickly, like. God, our blades are taking the beating of the lifetime here. Sheesh. I'm just gonna cast it repeatedly to try and keep them alive, but man, the eyes are doing a lot of damage. Okay, I'm gonna cast it one more time, and we're gonna have to be a bit more proactive about this whole thing. I might teleport in. Is it the Siren that's causing trouble? Might be, actually. There's a lot of Yetis too. Yeah, and also focusing down the statue of all things. But it looks like we're good now. You can actually see how much damage having a big AoE does to giant enemies. Really burns through them. Oh, there is some conjuration there, and I think maybe the Fujin is resistant. The Fujin is not resistant, and all he has is Wind Blast. Okay, yeah, I can see that working our way. Again, I don't think we can do anything for what we have currently. Yeah, no Conjuration, no Holy. We do have some Metallic. Oh, we have the Talking Hat. You know what? You know what, actually? Actually, the Talking Hat is tempting. There you go. And let's go for a Rift Residue, sure, whatever. Okay, Talking Hat lets us cast 2 spells, specifically 2 enchantments. Okay, Fujin, Rotting Mass, Corrupted. The Corrupted Lamasu is weak to Holy. Oh, baby. Okay, Rotting Mass are annoying, yes. They're not that bad. Also, everything here deals dark damage, so I think we can just do this. And our minions should be okay. Holy sh! That is a lot of zombies. What in the freaking Walking Dead is going on here? We have so many blades spread around. Okay. I haven't even casted Purity because I don't think we need it, because we're not exactly taking too much of an active role in most of this fighting here. I'm genuinely just looking around hoping my blades have this, because it doesn't look like they do. I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong, but it really doesn't look the part. It looks pretty bad. Oh, Sonic Shields is fun. Now I think about it, because we... Ooh, that is actually a lot of fun. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna grab that. That is some fun times. We don't even need that much stuff to make it happen. There you go. Yeah, whenever our allies lose a shield, they shoot damage all over the place. Okay. Here's the question. Do we grab the big one now, or do we not? As in, do we go for Sanction, or do we go for Twilight Gaze? Twilight Gaze is kind of good because it cuts Holy Resist, and with the Piercing Gaze, we can pretty much debuff the entire map. We still don't really have a big damage dealing spell, everything is slow and steady, so we could get out healed, but truth be told, at this point I think this is still a good addition. How many reincarnations do we have? 3 for most of these. Most of them are also very resistant to the damages that are being thrown around, which is nice. Everything is stunned. Honestly, Helm of Hexes is like telling me some stuff right now, telling me to maybe grab it. Okay, our guys are really tough now. I think Fujin sees us, right? Apparently not. But he does get silenced because of the Sonic Shields. Okay, most of the bad stuff seems to be gone. We still have 3 casts, which is a decent chunk of blades, really. We shall see. I'm in a pretty nasty spot actually when it comes to taking damage, but it is what it is. Okay, they are getting risen. They are risen. That was my last bit of blade, so I'm just gonna cast Immortality now. We're just gonna teleport here. Risky, maybe, but this is the best place to cast this, which reduces everything's defense. So now it's pretty much anyone's game. Yeah, no, we're good. We're golden. Lovely. We got another teleport off that as well. Finger 6 is fun. We might go for Finger 6, honestly. I'm gonna double, triple check, but I think that might be it. We do have an ice spell we cast. Mask of Woe has some interesting applications, but maybe not what I want. What I did want, and I'm not seeing it, is anything we can put on our minions to increase their damage, but that requires some more stuff. Arcane Alice give him 3 shield, Alice give him 1 shield. This is pretty good actually, if you really think about it. I think Finger 6 is a bit better because number game, but man, there is something to be said about that magic shield actually. You know what? I think I stand by it. I think I do stand by the magic shield here. Yeah, give our guys more magic shield. What did Neanderthal Tooth do? Neanderthal Tooth for metallic. Oh, removes line of sight. Still good, because we could cast our guys from far away, but not that great. Reformation does not inspire joy. This one is a little bit scary because of the Annihilation Loop, but yeah, Piercing Gaze is kind of needed anyways. I don't like anything about any of these areas, by the way. Oh god, I do not like anything about them. Teleport, Tongue Lash, arcane damage around them, Dark Beam, dark damage, Fire Blast. Fire Blast is scariest. Yeah, Fire Blast is a lot of damage we could just take. This might be the best spot overall to start with, which is kind of sad if you really think about it. It's still not a great spot. Okay, let's start by suspending the pain that we are taking and applying Purity, hopefully, to Oh god, this is bad. Yeah, no, this ain't good. This ain't good, lads. All of the goops are in one place as well, which makes it really, really bad to deal with. Yeah, they stacked on top of us, which freaking melts our HP every turn. Okay, I'm gonna try teleporting here, hoping for the best, but we are primed to get a lot of damage dealt to us by the fiends this way. Okay. Could have been better? Yeah, totally. This trip return for the next 3 turns. Sounds pretty good, but it won't help me, will it? And I get a crisis charm over here. No crisis charm for us, is there? Yeah. I don't know what that noise is, but yeah. Ding 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 ding, buffers. Rain beacon, resist fire, resist ice. This is really tempting just for the sake. Oh, Earth Troll's armor might be our saving grace. Wait. Perhaps. It's 5 HP, okay? There's nothing to shrug at. I don't know if it's gonna really save us, but push comes to shove, gives us a little bit more health for the long runs. Okay, our blades are gonna need a lot of these, so we might spend a few turns just casting this. Yeah, I know we still have two sets of blades we can spawn. I'll do that as well here. Okay, suspend all the way. Risky business a little bit. Let's get these. Okay, everyone's weak or extremely weak now. I don't know what is sharing shields, but it's shearing our health. Is it you that's causing me all my trouble? I think so, yeah, actually. Okay, please don't let them kill me. Oh, I'm out of spells. When he teleports, do I have exactly 2? Okay. Alright. It's spicy, but we need to kill this. Give me something. Give me anything that can help me here. I'll take anything. Sorcery Staff, will it be enough to kill it? 250. Gives us 1 stack of sorcery and plus some damage. You know what? I think we'll have to try our best with it regardless, yeah. Okay, Sorcery Staff it is. We're gonna put the oh, we don't have anything we can put on it actually. There you go. Final Heavenly Blast. Yes. Okay, now it's all on the blades. I did all I could. Okay. That was a lot riskier than it should have been, not gonna lie, but I will take it. Oh, Void Ancestors are gonna murder us, aren't they? Same goes for the Furnace. I think Blightmonger is likely, surprisingly, the least problematic enemy for us. I mean, yeah, Archfiends are terrible enemies to fight because they necrotic the crap out of us, but the necrotic isn't too bad because we have Purity as our to-go spell here. Okay, let's suspend. Spawn some more. Suspend again. Spawn some more. Up Twilight Gaze to make everyone's day significantly worse, excluding us, of course. Spawn some more blades. Make them even more immortal. Oh, boiling... Ah, no, I was gonna say Boiling Blood could be an interesting way to increase our deeps, but I don't think it actually works on the blades. We could look more into the lightning spells that can be added, I suppose. Those could actually be pretty cool. Alright. let's take the good stuff. The good stuff is that we have been able to clear quite a bit. Excluding that one. That one's gonna be a pickle. That one's gonna be a pickle because it's in a place that's hard to reach. We could teleport in, spam blades, and I hope that's enough. Oh yeah. Okay, no, that might actually be just enough because we just need a spawner out. These guys are gonna walk out and get shanked regardless. There you go. Okay, that's one problem solved. This is a whole different problem that requires our attention. Hi, big dog. What's up? God, this guy looks like how I feel most of these days, not gonna lie. He really looks the part. I can't tell exactly how well we're doing. It's mostly because of all these bones in the way. They're not even particularly resistant or anything, they're just annoying. Okay. This does make me want to get Summon Seraph or something to, you know, add on top of all of these things that we already have here. I don't know how useful that would end up being, but it is tempting. What are our blades doing? Oh yeah, they have like 50 more reincarnation to go, so that is not a problem. When you manually cast a self-taught enchantment spell, one of your allies also casts it. That's funny. That is genuinely funny. Does it help? No. But it is funny. It is really funny. When it takes fire damage, your allies in the line of sight of them heal for half that damage. That's also kind of funky. Okay, Shroud Twilight will be useful later on. Twilight Gaze gains 50 resistance debuff. What does that mean? No, genuinely. Does it debuff 100% of resistances to Dark and Holy? Is that what it does? Oh. Okay, well. Final row of blades. Let's suspend their last bits of mortality, and now we are at the waiting game. Yep, this is literally the waiting game. I'm gonna use my teleport to get here. Yep, they got this. Ladies and gentlemen, they got this. Alright, I'm gonna look at holy spells for a minute. Scourge is also kind of a fun way to deal with some enemies. So is Pillar of Flame. Soul Tax could be good to heal. Heaven's Wrath is also funny. I don't know if useful, but certainly funny. Sanction is the big one. Soulwind, if it didn't have such a high health cost, might have been as well. Alright, see you in 5 years when we're done killing these dudes. Yeah, it's gonna take a hot minute. Bone piles are annoyingly annoying to wither out. Yeah. Oh yeah, final suspend. There we go. Like, I think they also do deal physical damage, which means they are poking our swords a little bit, but as you can see, not enough to really cause issues. Now, the main qualm over here is that it takes a while to cut them down, but we have so many reincarnation stuff that it's not even that much of a problem. Alright, now the Shrapnel Beast is a problem, though. That Shrapnel Beast is an issue. Sanity Finn's enemy kill could be a problem as well. With the Storm Cloud in the line of sight of allies, death one of them shoots 7 damage lying close to the closest line of sight. Now, our blades are actually pretty frigging resistant to lightning, so they would survive this. I'm more worried about us, truth be told. Than our minions. Yeah, for once, Phantomy is more worried about his lads. For once. Come on, they're my lads! Gold Skull? Would Gold Skull do much for us? I mean, it has Heal Ally and the Wrath Gaze. I'm surprised this is not a... Skull Sentry, that's a big lad. You can cast your Wheel of Death, that's not something I have, sadly. Deal damage equal to 1/3 of its HP as holy damage, 1/3 of its range as the dark damage. You know what, I'm gonna take this for killing the big things. Alright, let's just suspend on the few blades we have summoned already. Okay, I think it's a good time to pop our first Twilight Gaze. Oh, we're too far away though. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Mr. Clock over here. I wanna see if this will actually cut through the hole. Yeah, it will. Alright, we got our boss killing machine here then. Also, that dark resistant buff is really nice to have now I think about it. Obviously, we're not resistant to lightning, so the enemy kill is still scary, but its damage doesn't break 100, so it shouldn't be able to kill us, I believe. Anyways. We also have the Vampire Hunter casting a spell targeting a blood dark enemy deals physical damage to the target. Damn, his damage is actually scary. Wait, did I see 80 damage on you, you freak? Yup. Yeah, I did. Alright. Oh, now we just chill, wait for the statue to be brought low. Alright. It's time for a god fight, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna get instant attacks here. Okay. The Gardener or the Insanity Queen. Damn, these are my options. Damn. Deals for damage that adds max HP is equal to her current HP. Prune. Is it a melee spell? Fuck, this thing is scary. The dragons are not that bad, but the freaking thing itself is genuinely terrifying. Okay, we Twilight from the get-go because, yeah, I don't wanna risk it too much. We have Soul Tax to save ourselves if things get too spicy, which is gonna be something we use on this guy as soon as possible. Oh, I never upgraded Twilight Gaze with the debuff thing. Now I realize this was something I should have done. Soul Tax is a bit far away. We're gonna try and hit the big dog here with it. Yeah, I'm trying to like be careful how I buff, rebuff, you know, all the stuff that we're doing here. Okay, something died. Are you still weak? Yeah, you're still weak to Twilight. Good. Good. Okay. The queens are scary, but I think Purity saves us from the Fey Queen's curse. Or is it Fey Empress curse? I don't remember which one it is. There's one of them that has ended a few of my runs because of the way it functions. It literally applies a damage over time debuff that deals 10 arcane damage. Stackable at that. Forever. Until the round ends, you're stuck dealing with that. Okay. Well, let's touch on the good stuff. The problem number one is down and out. We still have some soul tax we can use on the other big enemies. We still have like 3 casts of blades too, so we should maybe use them. Sadly, we're not going to be able to get our Twilight Gaze thing popping anytime soon. Yeah, Soul Tax was a great investment, not gonna lie. I feel like Soul Tax with a maxed out Twilight Gaze is actually kind of busted now that I think about it. So this thing deals 1/3 of the enemy's health as dark damage, 1/3 as holy damage, and if you get the arcane shtick, it deals 1/3 as, you know, arcane, yeah. So holy, dark, and arcane. 3/3, that's 100%. It reduces resistances down, and that guy just explodes. Oh, you're still alive. Whoops. My bad, Chief. I didn't have anything for you. I mean, you're kind of not happy here. Yeah, he's not a happy lad. There we go. Well, God defeated, I guess. Okay. Helm of Hexes is really, really tempting. Let me just see. Raiment of Eyes. No, that doesn't help me. Purifier. For everyone that is down dealt, cast Immolate. Why Immolate of all spells? I'm sure there's a good reason for it, I just do not get it. Heaven's Assault is not that interesting. Metallurgy Mitts for more swords, that's a funny one. I don't think I will, but it is funny. Each turn deal 1 holy damage to enemies adjacent to your allies. Attribute plus 1 damage. You know what? Oh, but I no longer have the thing that I need for this. Damn it. I was just thinking, wait, if I can... Yeah, no, it's fine. It's okay. Damn, this is gonna be a very expensive item. Okay, we're just gonna grab what we can over here. Chanter's Boon is funny, but again, I don't think that useful. Minion duration, max charges, that's gonna be for our Twilight Days, because that's an eye spell. Anything I can do for my allies themselves? Not really. Do I have any holy? No, but I do have some metallic. We could get the Philosopher's Stone. Just so we can keep ourselves casting, you know? I think I have everything. All of the effects we can stack. Yep, that's a big Philosopher's Stone. Sorcery, Enchantment, Blood, Metallic Eye, Chaos, Dragon, Fire, Nature. No holy, but there's a good few things over there. Okay, and then there's Mordred. Alright, there's Bone Wheels with Quick Step that bleed us, which I don't want to deal with. I want to take this so we can give our Twilight Gaze... Oh wait, I cannot. So we can give this Arcane Taxation, I guess. Sure. Alright. Pop them out. Pop out the swords. Oh, I really don't like the situation that we're in. We put Purity down for the shields. As long as Mordred keeps his distance, though. And we burn through his shields. I think we can do this. Okay, I can soul tax him for most of his health right now. Am I close to him? I cannot see him. I think he teleported away. Oh, you bastard! Okay, he's stunned and silenced because they popped my shields. Let's suspend the mortality of our guys. I'm just gonna Heavenly Blast them. Yeah, Heavenly Blast is a great spell against loads of small enemies. Against the big boss man, it's a bit less interesting. Okay, we can... Ooh, that's a lot of shields. Generally 7 shields each turn. I mean, we can burn those, though. Eventually. I'm gonna soul tax him. Does it work through his shields? No, we need to burn the shields first. Of course we do. Shouldn't be that much of a problem. We have a lot of allies that deal a lot of different types of damage. Yeah, the shields are off, actually. 6 shields. Shit. Should put some distance, I think. But yeah, I can't stay there. If I stay there, I'll die. That's the problem. Unfortunately for everyone involved, my blades aren't focusing him down right now. There's also an angel right on top of me here, which I'm gonna tax for all his health. Yeah, that's now mine. 5 shields. God, I wish for shield burn right now. God, I wish for a permanent way to shield burn right now, specifically. Okay, that Reaper shouldn't have time to kill us. I don't think I can kill him though. He's regenerating shields at too fast of a pace for me to deal the real damage. Yeah, I'm not popping through that. Okay, I gotta think. Do we go for this? But what do we do if we go for this? That's the big question, because that does not solve the issue. Dark Staff to add more things could be good. He doesn't seem... Okay, no, the silence doesn't work here. That's the problem. The silence doesn't work. Is there any way I can cook shields? Arcane shield, steal up to 3 shields. Line of sight, shield burn, siphon shields, damage for each stolen shield. If the shield take damage to one of their shields, 7 gain 7 shields, steal up 7 shields are bonus, and are completed. No. Hungry Maw. No. Yeah, I'm thinking this has shield burn. The problem is this just removes it temporarily. I need to remove it permanently, which I don't think can be done. Sorry. Casting Holy Spell on an enemy removes their shields. Yeah, but once again, it's not perfect. Again, if we manage to surround them, we could possibly do it, but it's a big maybe that is not too happy for us. Then again, if he's surrounded, maybe 4 shields. If he's surrounded by 7 of our blades, they might just do it. No shields. Ooh, yes. So close. I'm gonna have to have soul tax for the last bit, though. Okay, he has finally ascended. Lovely. Peak, as they say. Okay, that is arcane damage that he's gonna throw at us, by the way. But that's fine, because we have so much suspend mortality. Now his constant summoning is obviously the main qualm we have here. But once all of the shields are off, soul tax is gonna be available to deal the finishing blow. There you go. And in spite of all his resistances, he has fallen. And we have won! Finally, a victory! A video at least on the channel. Let's go! Finally recorded a dub! Woohoo! Man, I've been cooking for this for a while now. It wasn't the blades that did it, of course, it was soul tax and blast, but truth be told, I think we've done a very good job. I was a little bit sweaty at the end there. I was thinking, oh god, this might not go well, but no, we pulled it. Soul tax pulled it. The swords actually did pretty well. Look at that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, from where we came and where we got. We beat the big dog. We pulled him down and out of his misery. That was beautiful. Alright. That in mind, this is all for today's video. Hope you all stay safe. Hope you all stay healthy. And I will see you in the next one. Hopefully soon. Bye-bye. And, subscribe. It helps.